What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus Ally X gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're gonna have a look at Metro 2033 Redux. Now, it played really nice on the Steam Deck at high. So I'll probably just copy the high settings at 1080p, and we'll see if this guy can, handle it. It probably wouldn't be able to quite handle 1080p very high, though. Maybe, though. It's a little stronger than the Steam Deck. It might be able to even do that, no problem, and stay at 60. But let's just not get overzealous, and let's just do high. That's usually what we do for 1080p anyway. And then if it can't do that either, well, then we'll go through all the settings like we usually do. But let's hop in and see what it's like.
All right, so let's try 1080p with high settings first. And if I remember correctly, I thought it was gonna be fine, but then right towards the end of like my 5 minutes of gameplay, I was like, oh nope, we're dropping under. So we're gonna go through all the settings. But let's start with this one. Here we go, beginning of the game, just like on the Steam Deck. And it's more than playable like this, but it does drop a slight bit under 60 here and there, so I figured for the people that want constant 60, I'd go through the rest of the settings. Instead of just going, oh, well, nope, it's good. Because even though I bought a bunch of games, it's not like they're all locked into one trilogy, like Mass Effect, so I definitely don't mind going through them individually and trying out the settings like I normally would, but when you've got like 3 games in one, that gets to be like, wow. If you had to do each game 3 times, no thanks. That's too much time on one system. If it was my only system, sure. Or even if it was just my secondary system, I didn't have a Steam Deck or anything else, then sure. But with this many systems, no. Can't do it. And then some people would say, well, get rid of some stuff then. Well, no, I don't want to disappoint the people that subscribe to me for those certain things. That wouldn't be very fun.
Okay, up we go. Seems like nobody's home. Before we hit the surface, put your gas mask on. Without it, you'd be like a goldfish outside.
We're almost there. This is the Teraflops performance room. It's really close to the Silky. Here they come.
Oh, bam. It's not easy to figure out where they're coming from until you get hit when you have no sound. Oh. Then you get hit enough times and you're dead, so. Oh, well, speaking of that, I think we just died, yep. Oh well, it's no big deal, we'll just try again. Hope it doesn't put me back too far, though. Oh, wow, yeah, no, it put me pretty much back to the beginning of the game. Well, oh well. I'll just try not to die this time, and if I do, well, then we'll just move on to another graphics setting. And then I'll probably just try to beat this off camera real quick, so we're not just doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. I mean, we're already doing that at the start of every system anyway. Definitely don't need to start doing it for every freaking graphics resolution, too. If I can help it.
Follow me. Okay, up we go. Seems like nobody's home. Before we hit the surface, put your gas mask on. Without it, it'd be like a goldfish.
I think I kept forgetting to put my damn mask on, too.
This is the Teraflops performance room. It's really close to the
Which definitely doesn't help.
Here they come. Артем, you ready? Pull! А-ну-ка! А-ну-ка! Let's move out. And here it is, Артемушка. Our goal.
Alright, let's move on. This looks like a good spot. Well, now here we go. We're gonna do a little 900p. And hopefully now we can stay over 60 the whole time. But hey, only time will tell. So, let's go hop ourselves back into the game. Hey, then we'll actually find out. Here we go. It put us a little bit further back, but at least it didn't put us back to the beginning of the game. So we'll get ourselves some 900p medium gameplay now. Doesn't really look that different, really. Little softer and less, you know, good in the graphics department, but that's even all blown up like this. I don't know if we'd even notice a difference on the little 7-inch screen. But hey, maybe some people could. I got pretty good eyes, but doesn't mean I have the best. There could be people that have way better eyes than me. Well, I guarantee there are. But I still have better than 20/20 vision. No nearsightedness or farsightedness. And I'm close to 40 and still don't need glasses, even though basically everyone else in my family tree needed them way before, like in their 20s. So I think I'm doing pretty damn good. Don't know how I managed to do that, but hey, it works for me.
Form a circle.
Form the circle!
Stay calm. Watch your backs, boys. Okay, it's gonna be tougher than the library.
It's kind of funny, this thing, obviously at much lower settings and resolution, this thing is actually doing better than some of the other computers. Because that FPS bar is a FPS bar, that's not a frame time bar. At least that's what I've been told. At first I thought it was a frame time graph. But everyone told me I was, well, I got told by like 10, 15 people that no, that's just a bar that shows how your FPS is doing. And that makes sense, because if it looked like that, it would be like so stuttery and terrible, and yet it's not. That's the kind of stutter that even FSR wouldn't be able to stop. You'd be like, oh man, this is terrible, kind of stuff. Man, those things don't fuck around, do they?
Life was never easy in the tunnels, but it was our home.
Alright, now for 720p in low settings, turn tessellation off too. Just left texture filtering at 16x, because that really doesn't do much for FPS. You might lose 1 to 2 FPS. So, I mean, if you're getting almost 30 and you want to stay over 30, then yeah, you might as well turn it down a little bit. But other than that, I'd leave it maxed out. But let's get into the game. 720p time now, and wow, we're getting almost 200 FPS. Obviously, we're bottlenecking the shit out of our GPU, but that's to be expected at 720p. Not too many processors that can probably max out a game at, or this game out at 720p low. I'm sure there might be a couple out there, like that new 9800X 3D probably could. Maybe my 1300 KF and my 7900X 3D could, but not this guy. But that's the kind of shit like, does it even matter? We're getting like 200 FPS. That's why I was saying, no matter what, you're going to bottleneck something. It just doesn't matter. For me, as long as I can get, like, on these things, 30 to 40 is all I usually expect. But if I can get 60 out of a game plus, like in this game, hell yeah, I'm a happy guy. But that's not what I expect to get. And then my desktops and laptops, though, I want a 60 plus experience. 60 is like my bare minimum. I'd prefer, at least for single player games, 80 to 100. But if I can have like a locked 144 at 4K, like in some games, hell yeah, I'll do that. There's a couple games I've been able to play that are like that on my TV PC. But this thing is quite a bit weaker than that. You could buy at least 3 of these for what that thing cost. And that thing is still kind of just on the cheaper side. Most of the cost goes in the 4090 that's in it. But it's still just spare parts at the end of the day. I feel weird saying that, but yes, even the 4090 was just kind of lying around doing nothing. And I don't need to sell it for money or anything, so I figured screw it, we'll just keep it around. And I'm glad I did. Because A, now one of my friends wants it, and until then, I'm just using it as a badass PC for my TV. Alright though, we'll get a little teeny tiny bit more gameplay here, and then I think we'll move on to some camera.
The Dark Ones do not kill outright. But they damage Victor's mind. Sooner or later,
Yeah, we'll get up to this door, I think. And now, we move on. Alright, now for some camera recorded gameplay.
What the hell? Who could that be?
it's Hunter.
Don't knock first. Open the damn gate. Welcome to Exhibition, Hunter.
Thanks. Now close your gate.
It's been a long
Close the
time.
gate.
Good to see you, Alex.
Hello, Artyom.
So Hunter, what's happening in the outside world these days?
Oh, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I wouldn't recommend it.
Artyom, I met a trader selling old postcards of New York City. I thought of your wall.
These are not the usual mutant creatures. This is something else. The hell? Something much worse.
Dark ones. Well, whatever in hell they are, my order has a motto. If it's hostile, you kill it.
Intruder alert in the main vent shaft. They're coming in from above.
Uh-oh.
Just what we needed. There are wounded here just behind the wall.
Kirill, take your group to the tunnels. Hunter,
Alex, we must stay here and defend the hall.
all right, Artyom, quickly get a weapon. Damn, they never come this far into this station.
It's the hospital. They smell the blood.
I think I wasted a bunch of bullets on this thing when it first dropped down on the Steam Deck. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to just let that guy kill him. Yeah. Ah, shit. Get shot in the face. I wonder what melee is. There's gotta be a melee in this game. Ah, wait. Nope. Wait. Damn. They got me. I didn't have as much trouble on the Steam Deck. This time, not so much the last time.
This one. No dark ones here. Just the usual tunnel trash.
Even when you don't see them, the dark ones are there. Fear. That's their weapon. That's what made the Nosalises run through the tunnels like rats. The dark ones are not simple mutants. They're Homo Novus, the next step in evolution. You've heard about survival of the fittest? Guess what? We lost.
What's happened to you, Alex? You can go like lambs to the slaughter. I'll hang on to whatever life I got with teeth and claws. And I'll take more than a few of your Homo Novus with me to hell.
You think you're some old movie cowboy?
Damn straight he
Have a look
does.
at them. 10 soldiers trained in combat. Their bodies broken, their minds gone.
The Dark Ones! They destroyed the outer guard post!
Alright, just like last time, I think this is a great spot for us to go wrap the video on up.
Alright guys, that's a wrap for Metro 2033 Redux, and it was doing a pretty good job at 1080p high, but there were some spots where we were dropping. Probably wouldn't if we had it plugged in, so if you're one of the people that likes playing with this just plugged in all the time, or use it in a dock or something, you'd probably be fine with high 1080p, but I couldn't quite handle it, or it couldn't quite handle it. Trust me, if it was up to me, it would play every game at least medium settings 1080p, but nope, not up to me. But since it couldn't, I decided we'd just do the 900p and 720p thing. That way, medium seemed to be fine, and it didn't even look that much worse on such a small screen. Like if I shoved it up to my eyeball, I'd probably tell a difference, but from where I was recording at, I barely saw a difference. Like the textures got like 10% softer. That's about it. And that's if you're sitting there really, really pixel peeping. If you're just enjoying the game and trying not to get mauled by mutants, I don't think anybody's gonna really notice. And then if you're somebody who just wants nothing but FPS, just put it on low, it still looks pretty decent, and you get like almost 200 FPS. So I think that's probably about it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, cause I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.